Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Rafael Duke Page Guide channel. It's been forever since I've done a video. Holy shit, that is pretty freaking loud. Let me quickly mute this while I can. So, first time in a while, a pay-per-view review. Isn't that a surprise? A review of the horror show at Extreme Rules, which took place at the Performance Center in front of 20 people. So let's quickly run down the card. So the match kicked off with the SmackDown Tag Team title match as Cesaro and Shinsuke, your new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, as they defeat the New Day in the tables match. It was a really good tables match. The ending spot was really brutal, with Kofi going through 2 tables of the powerbomb. And I was surprised. I was surprised that the New Day would lose to such a, I don't want to say random combination, but sort of that like hosh posh team, like, oh, it's 2 guys who don't have anything really for, so let's just shove them in the tag team together. I was expecting the New Day to lose to someone. I think you could say that what Shinsuke and Cesaro did, winning, could have been originally reserved for the Forgotten Sons until, well, Jackson Riker might have just committed career suicide. I don't know. That is to be determined. So, a good opening match, nothing too special. First of 2 women's title matches happened as Bayley defended her title successfully against the Twisted Sister of WWE. This is WWE's nickname for her, Nikki Cross. A very good women's match. Bayley and Nikki Cross delivered. I thought they had a good match. The ending came with Bayley with a distraction from Sasha. Sasha gave Bayley one of her rings. Bayley socked Nikki in the stomach with it, hit the rose plant or the face plant or whatever you want to call it to win, and set the traces down for the next match. After that, we had Apollo Crews versus MVP, which was not even a match. It was just bitch ass bullshit, as they just had Crews forfeit and MVP became the new champion, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Then that was followed by Asuka versus Sasha Banks, another great women's match. Now, that one probably had the best ending in the type that it's most interesting. So, the match happens. Asuka goes for the mist, hits the referee instead. Sasha and Asuka both fall down. Bayley runs the ring, grabs the referee's shirt off, puts it on, counts the 1, 2, 3 as Sasha pins Asuka, yells at the timekeeper to ring the bell. No announcement has been official, and Sasha just runs off with the title. So, nothing was made official. It is assumed that Sasha is the new champion, but it could also be argued that Sasha is not the new champion. So, I know a lot of people are complaining about this finish because either they didn't put Sasha over cleanly, Asuka didn't retain cleanly. I don't know. This was done, I think, for 2 reasons. Either A, they're going to have Sasha versus Asuka continue, which isn't a bad thing considering they had a really good match tonight. Or they're going to do just do the segment tomorrow where Asuka gets the belt back as Sasha, because now they're going to say like Sasha got herself disqualified after Bayley got in the ring and got involved or whatever, and then they're just going to move on, and this is going to cause the dissension within Bayley and Sasha. So it was a great match. I understand why the ending wasn't very popular for some people. I can get that, but I can also see why it was done, so I can't really complain. Second to last match, the WWE title match, as Drew McIntyre defended his title successfully against Dolph Ziggler. And finally, what was an Extreme Rules match, but only for Dolph. So Dolph could cheat, Dolph could bend the rules, Dolph could use weapons and whatever. Drew couldn't. Drew could get disqualified, he could get counted out, he would lose the title if he did either. So it was basically just a sort of handicap match, but handicap in the sort of stipulation. In the end, babyface Drew overcame the odds, Claymore pinned Dolph Ziggler, and the predictable outcome occurred. And last but not least, your main event of the evening, the Swamp fight between Bray and Braun, was a very good match. I hadn't watched a cinematic match since the Boneyard match and WrestleMania did the Boneyard and the Firefly Funhouse match, but I didn't get to watch the backlot brawl between Dream and Cole. I didn't watch the one final beat between Gargano and Ciampa. And I didn't watch the Raiders Profits cinematic thing as well. This was my first cinematic match in a while. So I was sort of lucky to avoid like this you know, huge gathering of cinematic matches. Actually, no, my last cinematic match was the Money in the Bank ladder matches. So it's been like 2 months since I've seen one. So seeing one again after 2 months was very enjoyable. This one was very, very good. And it had, the thing that kind of sucked on it was that it was a lot of talking at first. Like they had a little bit of brawling, then it was attacking. It was a lot of talking. Then Braun, got back up and started attacking. Very, very interesting use of Alexa Bliss being like the female voice to lure Braun, playing off their mixed tag team challenge team. Very interesting. And Alexa did look good in the black getup. Also, it's cool that they would use Alexa for that. And in the end, Braun thought he wins. Bray pulls him into the swamp, and then the Fiend comes back out. So we don't know what happened to poor Braun. This was a non-title match. I guess Bray wins the swamp fight, but is not the new champion. Braun is still your Universal Champion. So Extreme Rules tonight, the horror show at Extreme Rules, I give it a good 7 out of 10. It was a good, enjoyable show. Nothing really bad happening. Matches were pretty decent, showing by quickly. And gonna be interesting to see what they build towards SummerSlam. Also considering SummerSlam, they're not having Edge, they're not having Brock. Again at the Performance Center, not in front of a live crowd. Should be an interesting road to SummerSlam. So hopefully I'll be able to get reviews out fast, more sooner, predictions and stuff. Now that I can actually watch TV with my little box there, my Videotron box. So, anyways, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. Write in your thoughts down below on the horror show Extreme Rules tonight. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. Have yourselves a very good night. And make sure to tune back in to the Raffle Duke Page Guy channel.